2015 Dodge Challenger.
Okay.
So I kept my keys in my pillowcase and I fell asleep. The bitch cut my keys out of the pillowcase and took my car. My ring camera's going
Were you
off.
like 13?
Yeah! And that's what got her on the show because she stole my car.
I don't even think I told you my side of it either.
I don't need to.
So I parked it like 4 streets down from my friend's house. And then we woke up, like, we all ready. We think we about to go down to City Place. We got the car, like, whatever. This man is outside watering his plants right across the street from where I know now. No, this is where I parked the car. I remember because I seen this house over here. I said, little short, thick, blonde lady. She came and got a car from right here. Yeah, she came and got it this morning. I called her. I said, you fucking bitch. You fucking stole the car back.
Yeah, you just heard that correctly. She just referred to her mom as a B word. I could never. I could be so mad at my mom, but that would never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, never slip out of my mouth. I could never think of saying something like that to my mom. Like, imagine. But this is America. Things are a bit different, cultural differences and so. So things like this happen. Also in America is a place where you would hear people who are in a love relationship calling each other bro. It's normal. Or even offensive terms. Man calls his girlfriend B. If he reacts, it's normal for them. So why am I so surprised when this is also now normal? Anywho, join me on this clip. Well, we are going to learn how attention can on one hand ruin your life, but maybe, who knows, even open doors for you. Now, this is a case or clip or person that has been on the internet for some time now. We all know her with her catchy phrase, catch me outside, how about that? Right? And also some of you guys, I am not involved, but some of you guys, I heard, know her from her OnlyFans account, right? As soon as she turned 18, y'all couldn't wait. That's what I heard. To go see what there's to see. Right? Anywho, welcome in everybody. Welcome to the Talk Podcast.
I don't even know what the name of the show is going to be until I get there. And they're like, oh, this is what we're going to name the show. And I looked at the guy. I'm like,
what do you name it?
I want to give up my knife-wielding, credit card stealing daughter who set me up for a crime. And I'm thinking, she really did do that.
So they kind of staged it.
Right,
Media does that.
You threatened me.
So then,
See how you leave parts of the story out? Maybe if you would have calmed down a little bit, it wouldn't have been saving me from nothing. Like, we could have just X'd out that whole thing would have never happened. Like,
that's life.
Now, many have asked through the years why Barbara would want to take her daughter on national television. What were the intentions there? Well, according to the Bergolis, she couldn't afford a troubled teen program, and by going on Dr. Phil, the show would cover the costs. However, it has since come out that Barbara had been emailing Dr. Phil since around 2006, over a decade before Danielle even got on the show. Getting her only daughter on Dr. Phil had been something she had been desperately wanting ever since Danielle was only 3 years old.
I actually found out on my 19th birthday that my mom had been emailing Dr. Phil since I was 2 years old.
Imagine this. Mom has been emailing Dr. Phil's show since the little baby girl is 2 years old. Now, are you trying to tell me she's been troubled since she's 2 years old? How is that even the case? Did you maybe contribute to her being troubled? How does that make sense? Could this be a case of an attention-seeking mom who would do anything and everything to put herself in the public face, in the public scene, right? To make money, attention, possibly some kind of celebrity status. Isn't this interesting to find out that her mom, this is a baby, a tiny little toddler, does nothing but crawl, poop, and gives you love. Cries a lot, and that's it. They want to play, they want to hug, they want to have food, they want to be taken care of, they want to be protected, right? And now you are emailing this show a decade ahead before your daughter, allegedly troubled, even come up to the show. Have you been planning this? Were you been seeking some kind of monetary gain by pushing your daughter at any cost on this show? What is going on? That is just sick.
No fucking way.
So I don't know if my mom is a very narcissistic person.
I used to watch Dr. Phil. We all used to watch Dr. Phil. Entertaining. Sometimes you had something to learn. But, now just thinking about it, wasn't there some weird allegation about Dr. Phil and how he lost his actual license as a therapist and then he became this TV personality? We'll do some research on that, but let's listen.
My mom had been emailing Dr. Phil since I was 2 years old.
No fucking way.
So I don't know if my mom is a very narcissistic person. So, and narcissists, they like a crowd, figuratively and literally, they like a crowd. Because they feel like, well, I can't convince the people who really know me, so I can convince others of whatever narrative I want to play. I didn't know, what I was walking into.
Of course, when you were 13.
And I was 13. She's like, oh, we're going to go on Dr. Phil. And I'm just like, I'm smoking weed every day. I'm like, you just be like, all right, take where you want to take me. I don't give a fuck. She was like, oh, here's the email that I had to Dr. Phil. And then the one before that said 2005 or 2006. So it was like,
you've been trying to get on Dr. Phil for a minute.
I really walk.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I doing that was that bad?
I mean, definitely nothing. That's wild.
The Dr. Phil show knew a 13-year-old who steals cars would make for an incredible storyline, and they immediately sent their crew to Florida to begin filming the Bergoli family. Now, while filming, Danielle would steal the car of one of the crew members of the Dr. Phil show, which was definitely a first for the show. Now, after the whole car stealing fiasco, Danielle and her mom and grandma would be flown out to Hollywood for the therapy segment of the show. Now, since Danielle was deemed a risk, security guards would accompany the family on the airplane and would stay at the hotel to make sure she didn't run away.
I think you said in a video, you were like, they told me to fight if I need, just make good TV.
I used to smoke cigarettes. So when I would smoke, I would spit sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I shouldn't have been smoking cigarettes. I can't stand the taste. So I guess she's seen that I did that. So she was like, whatever you feel like you need to do out there, do.
Because you're too streetwise?
Yup. And all these hoes laughing like so funny.
Talking at the audience that they're laughing at her.
Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes.
Yeah. Catch me outside. How about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. Catch me outside. Catch me outside. How about that?
She made
Anxiety.
Here you have expectations. If you say something, you're going to get in trouble right on. You're not going to have chances.
I think having the horse as a responsibility taught her a lot. And it taught her, when she comes home, what she needs to do to earn my trust.
I just feel okay with who I am now. I don't have to put on a front to impress anyone.
One night home with her mother. One night. And her mother's finding people that are trashing her, the mother, on these social media platforms. Her mother tracks them down, backs into who they are, gets their phone numbers, calls them up, yelling into the phone, calling them names and stuff, gets the daughter involved. One night crashes. So they come back for a follow-up. They walk out. I have the audience completely empty. I have nobody there to play to. And they go, what? Where is everybody? I said, well, you don't need anybody. We're just here to talk and, keep things rolling, right? And they were dumbstruck. There was nobody there to showboat for or play to. And that was like a 15-minute interview. They had nothing to say. You've gotten a lot of attention on the internet since you were here. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Both.
What's good about it?
Well, I guess what's good for you is I made you just like how Oprah made you. You were nothing before I came on this show.
Thank you for that.
No problem.
Are you going to pursue kind of a internet image?
Yeah, I guess so.
As long as it doesn't interfere with who you really are.
Oh, of course.
You have to admit, he helped you a lot. If it wasn't for if it wasn't
for his money, you can't say it wasn't for him.
Listen, Dr. Phil could have probably sent you anywhere in the United States. He picked Turnabout for a reason.
Now, what do I know? He picked it for a reason. Could be because he has great experience with them. They've been working together and they have good, positive outcome. Could be because they have some kind of sponsorship or kind of deal working with each other. We do not know. But one thing that we know for sure is that her mother is highly suspicious. maybe even dangerous. Now, thank God this woman is now, somewhat an adult and can make her own choices. And I'm hoping for her to make better choices in the future. But it is interesting to me, this exposure that her mother has been seeking attention since this girl was literally just 2 years old. This woman has been trying, to my opinion, okay? That's what I understand from all the things that I've seen now. She's been trying TV program set so they can profit. And the best way that you can understand that is when Dr. Phil himself said, she went on this range, she did the therapy, she's been there, I guess, 6 to 8 weeks, even came back again. She did quite some time, maybe even longer. And she's been showing, better behavior. She's more calm. She's even more responsible, taking accountability, right? And then one day back home with her mother, the mother just starts seeking fights on the internet, draws in a 13, 14, 15-year-old into it. When you catch your daughter having weird fights on the internet, you as the mom and adult should be the one telling her, you know what, girl, don't do that. Don't entertain this. Don't go there. Don't waste your time on this. But no. And it took just one day for this girl to go back, right back into her used habits, right? So Dr. Phil decided to join in once again, invite them on his show, but there's no one, there's no audience, it's just them. Dr. Phil, mom, bad behaving daughter, and the truth. Just them sitting there. And they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle the silence. They couldn't handle the lack of attention. They couldn't handle that there was no reason for them to create outrage. And there are far too many people like this. And many of us are following and supporting a lot of them. We 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 click like when they behave stupid. We comment "you go girl" when they act outrageous. We clap our hands. We say "yay" when they put themselves in danger, right? So I think with all the things that we've seen now, all the things over the years that we've learned about this young woman, I would say that there's a high chance that her mom is responsible for the outcome her daughter is facing, responsible for certain choices this young woman has made. And it's just heartbreaking. Well, I think that's it. I hope you guys had something to learn. Found it also a bit interesting. Unfortunately, it's a sad situation. There's nothing to laugh about. And yeah, see you in the next one.